And that is the best picture. Most photographers take the picture from there, just from over there, from that cairn, that ruined cairn.
Just mind your head's in the way in. Have you got a torch, Richard?
I have a little one. Can you use your big one as well?
Yeah, it's behind the stone there.
Yeah. Look at the decorations on your way in, and as with Newgrange, you can see them better as you're coming out because they're in relief from the light. And mind your head, and there's a bit of a sill to climb over in here. Yeah, you probably want to leave this out here. Now, let me go in and then I'll light you away. Now, when you come over the sill, you can get up a little bit. Just look at where...
Oh, do I even need to?
We can do it with that. We can do it with this. Okay, what we want to see now is the end recess. Okay. Now, what happens is that when the sun rises at the equinox, because of the way the passage is designed and the sills, the sun hits that. It's a vertical rectangular beam of light. It hits that sun symbol, and because it's rising on an angle, it doesn't go straight down. The beam of light comes down to that sun symbol, and then it comes down to that sun symbol. And that is not accidental. There's loads of other symbols there, and some idiot has chalked them in, and that is very damaging to the stone.
How long ago did that happen?
Fairly recently.
Really? Oh, God.
They do that with a lot of them, yeah. And
Just so that people can see them? Or?
Somebody, yeah, so they photograph better. Somebody's blacked that one as well. Now, all three recesses have decoration. And if you want to see the decoration properly, you hold the light like this, so it throws it into relief, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you put the light directly on it, you can already see it. So put it in relief like that.
So amazing. I'm sure if everybody touched it, it would be softer.
As long as you don't rub it. Let me just see where I'm getting. Okay, just like.
Here.
Is that like? Okay, do it better like this, maybe.
Someone take a picture of me right there.
Did you bring any water with you?
I drank it all. That was my problem.
Okay, now I can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I look like a hag right at the moment. So.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
Dave.
Now we assume that these things you see on the right are some sort of counting thing right here. That's probably some sort of counting thing. There are some 30 passage tombs up here, and some of them
I'll try and press the right button.
are oriented.
Press this button. Oh, I think I told you that button before. Anyway.
I think you did. I'm not right out of it.
Some of them are oriented to major astronomical events, and some to minor. For example, the rising of the moon, the rising of the sun, the sunset, sunrise. These are major
Like the little
events. And if I hold the light like this, is that good enough light?
Oh yeah, you can see look in the camera.
Yeah.
Interesting markings.
You can't hook that up to the DVD player or the TV?
Maybe. Now what's the significance of the whole witch thing? Is it just the superstition from the locals, or?
Well, it's a mother goddess. In Christianity, the Christians had to demonize the gods, the goddesses. So the goddesses became witches. The gods became evil giants that ate little children.
While it's raining.
And so what's the whole significance of making the wish on the?
Oh, the wish. They found.
Will Richard take it if I screw it up again?
They found hundreds
Oh,
of
that's not your
remains
fault.
in
Yeah.
some of these up here.
What's happened?
Because these were relatively undisturbed, I think.
Huh?
Some of them.
I think I'm gonna
And
have
so
to do
these
it
were
for-
remains interred here. Were they also let me say
Cremated?
correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were. We can ask the guide for sure about that. I think they all were. the passage tomb culture people cremated. The people who came afterwards cremated. The ones who came after that inhumed. They just buried the body. So at the passage tomb at Tara, they found the remains of several hundred people in, the cremated remains, several hundred inside. But they found the body of a young prince, a young boy, with of his wealth buried with him, inhumed in the mound. So he was just buried, his body was curled up and buried in the fetal position in the side of the mound.
You are looking at Knocknarea, the site of Mabe's burial in Sligo. I promised to finish the story how Mabe died. After the battle, Aenil had Mabe's lover Fergus killed, and in turn, Mabe had Aenil killed. Mabe retired to Quakers Island on Lake Ree in Roscommon. Mabe had a practice of bathing in the lake every day in the summer. Her nephew, Clotha's son Forbade, watched her and practiced many hours with his slingshot, and planned her death as revenge for his mother's murder. According to legend, Forbade's aim was true, and Mabe met her mortal end. Mabe may be gone, but she's not forgotten. In the 19th century, W.E. Yeats gave her new life with his poetry, and the Irish government issued a pound note in her honour. Although Mabe may not have a statue, like her British counterpart Boudica, her legacy is in line with her mythological role, a balance of life and death, a celebration of battle and fecundity. In the Middle Ages, statues of Sheila na Gigs unexplainably appeared in Irish churches and castles. I am not the first, and I will not be the last scholar to attempt to understand the connection between Eastern and Western mysteries. Although on one level, this is a story about a mortal queen, on another, deeper level, it is the story of our own soul's journey. The Irish bards were focused on their local legends, even the commercial value of the QueenMedb myth. I am not. My focus is understanding the story on a broader level, one involving our Hindu cousins. This discussion will need to be continued in a future program. I hope you have enjoyed meeting Queen Mabe, and that you'll join me for future sessions on Celtic mythology.